Hi everybody, me again. Another video on putting together some custom scripts for the ASUS routers. So you'll need, as I've said in other videos, to be running the Merlin firmware. As you can see, I am here. This is also for an ASUS RT-AX88U, but it may work on other ASUS routers also, as is, or with some slight modification. Depends on the motherboard, I guess. So this script is about monitoring the temperatures within the ASUS unit itself, and then sending you an email to alert you if those temperatures are exceeded. So if you first of all just log into the ASUS router, and then on the bottom click on administration, and then on the temperature tab, you can see the three temperatures that the ASUS router monitors for you. One is the 2.4 gig Wi-Fi chip, one is the 5 gig Wi-Fi chip, and the other is the CPU. So you can see my two Wi-Fi chips are running at 50 degrees C. It's about 26 degrees ambient at the moment, and the CPU is running at 75. So I've been looking at that over the last few days. It's been anywhere between 25 and 30 degrees at the moment here in summer, and those temperatures haven't changed too much from that. So there'll be my benchmarks. I'll probably set parameters a few degrees above that, and then if it reaches that, I'll get an email letting me know. So here's the script that I've put together. I've done that by having a look around on the web, a few forums. There's a reference here to the SMB forums, which was a lot of help. So if I just take you through the script, what I'll do is I'll put this onto Google Drive, and I'll put a link in the description where you can grab this code and download it, so you can upload it to the JFFS scripts area, as I've shown you in other videos. I'll also put a link to that as well. And then all you'll need to do is to create a cron job to run this every few minutes or so. So basically here I've set the three variables for the max temps, one for the CPU, one for the 2.4, and one for the 5 gig wireless chip. So I've gone 10 degrees up on the normal working temperature for the CPU at 80, and then I've taken the same approach for the other two. So all you would need to do is just to change these two digits. The email address here, I've gone through that in the last video. I'll also leave a link to that in the description. So this portion is setting up your credentials for your Gmail account. I believe this will work with others as well. So here you just put in your Gmail credentials and the port you're using. Here is getting information ready to send to you in the email. So this line here just gets your product ID, and then down here is a crucial bit. This is where it looks for the CPU temperature and the Wi-Fi temperature and the 5 gigs Wi-Fi temperature. Does a quick comparison on this line. So this is just looking at the temperatures that it's collecting and comparing them to the maximum limits that you've put at the beginning of the script. And then if it sees that there is an exceeding of one of those maximums, it will then move to this part of the script, which just sends you the email. So once you've created that, all you need to do is to upload that script to the JFFS scripts directory, which I'll show you now. So here I've just opened up WinSCP, which I've covered in a separate video, so you can transfer files from your computer over to your ASUS router. So I thought I'd just go log in and just do a quick reminder of that. So I just log in here. So once I've logged in, you can see here I'm in the JFFS and scripts folder, and I've got one here called CPU Temp.sh. So that's the one that I showed you earlier, just with my own email credentials added. So all you would do is look for that on the left-hand side of this display console for the file, and then just upload that across. Just have another peek at that video that I did earlier. Once that's up, you'll need to create a cron job, and then once you create that cron job, you'll also need to create another file called init start. and you can see I've done that here. One of the problems with the ASUS router, if you have a power cycle, then the user creator cron jobs will disappear. And so the CPU notification email script in this instance would stop working. So if I just show you my init script here, you can see it's only looking at one cron job. So this is the cron job to run CPU temps, which is the file name that I've called it, runs it every 5 minutes, and then runs a bash command on that script, cpu temp.sh. And so what will happen once you power cycle your router, it will rewrite the cron job, so it won't be affected. So I'll also leave a link to this script, which I'll load onto Google Drive. And now I'll just show you quickly how to create the cron job in the first instance after uploading the CPU monitoring script. Okay, so to create the cron job in the first instance, I would do that through Windows command prompt. And then as long as you've got SSH enabled on the ASUS routers, I've shown you in an earlier video, you can just log in. So the way to do that would be to type the command SSH at the username. So this is the username that you use to log into your router, and then at the IP address. Mine is 192.168.1.1, and just quickly enter the password. Right, so then once you're in, you just need to create the command job, the cron job. So do CRU, which is the line to create a new cron job. If you don't know the variables, just type in CRU and enter, and then you'll get the utility which shows you how to add, delete, and list, and the syntax. So CRU again to create the cron job, add to add a cron job, and then you want a unique ID. So I'm just going to call mine CPU temps, and then you would then add the timing. So I'm going to do this every 5 minutes. So you want to go */5, and then you want to do the hours, days, months, and weeks. So this means this is going to do this every 5 minutes, 24 hours a day, and then you want to tell it what file you want to execute. So depending on what you called that script earlier, I've called mine CPU temp.bash, so .sh. So all you would do is to type the command bash /JFFS, and in the scripts directory, then the file name CPU temp.sh, and then just press enter. Mine's already in there, so I'm not going to do that. But the way you can check to make sure that's in there, you can just do CRUL for list. So you can see mine is this one. So you can see every 5 minutes of every hour of every day, every month, it's going to run the command bash JFFS scripts CPU temp.sh, and there's the unique ID that we gave it, CPU temps. So once you've done that, every 5 minutes, that's going to check the temperature. If it's over the thresholds that you've set, you will get an email to your personal email address letting you know. So the way you can test that, if you have a look on the ASUS interface at your running temperatures, just set one of these to lower than what it is at the moment. So if you just go in and set the CPU temperature to say 50, save it, and then upload it to the scripts area of the router, then within 5 minutes you'll get an email notification letting you know that there's a temperature that's out of bounds. So that's all you need to do. I think it's quite powerful, nice and simple to do. I'll put all the links below in the description, so the links to enabling SSH in the router, a link to the template for the scripting, for both the temperature detection as well as the init file update, and also another link to show you how to create a cron job within the ASUS router environment. All right, I hope that helps. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.